Update here on Tesla and the indexes. I'll start doing the other stocks when we actually correct a lot more. Other than that, they're just sitting around their highs. Nothing really to say about them. Tesla, though, probably completed a wave 3 here. We came up here to 246, hit the 1.61 fib of the first wave now, and it's starting to correct a little bit. I personally traded this morning again, and honestly, I'm getting to the point where I think that just trading one stock is the best strategy. Instead of just going back and forth from other stocks, I've been trading Tesla like every day, and it's just the easiest stock to trade in my opinion. It's very clear what's going on, and there's lots of volatility. Options are great. Everything is good about this stock. I don't see any reason to trade anything else. So that's why I'm doing the videos mostly on Tesla. So I sold yesterday at like 236, 237, thinking that we might come down here and I get a better entry. That did not happen. It came up here to 242. When it retraced back down here, though, I bought around between 238 and 240, and then I rode it up here to 245, knowing that this was a third wave. So I knew we were going to get one more move higher, and also knowing the 1.61 fib was right around this area. So there's plenty of reasons to buy down here still. And we broke the parallel line, hit the 1.61 fib almost exactly. So I think the third wave is finished. And you can see here I have labeled this as wave A. As soon as this finished, I bought puts. I wasn't 100% sure that this was a top, but I knew that we were in a supply zone and likely we hit the 1.61 fib. Two reasons to buy puts, so I went pretty big. Sold those down here because I saw 5 waves. Reloaded here on the 50% retracement. Sold down here for either the C wave or a third wave, but we hit the bottom of the parallel line. And now we're bouncing. And I think this is probably a B wave. Pretty much stopped trading after this because I knew we were probably going to get a B wave. And so I'm kind of expecting this to probably go up here farther. It's probably going to end up being like a pullback, something like that. Maybe into early tomorrow. And then we should get a C wave down potentially to like 237, 238, like that. It could be more drawn out too. It could be like this. Maybe tomorrow to like 11 o'clock, and maybe we come all the way down here on Friday. Maybe Friday we end up down here for the C wave. This is about the 0.23 fib pullback. At that point, we would probably see a red candle on the daily, maybe. So if we get a red candle on the daily, that would be the fourth wave. And then I'd be looking for another move higher to 270. So basically, I'm expecting chop and down the rest of the week. So 2 more trading days are probably going to be like this. So we're in supply. That means we're probably going to sell off. But if we're going to make 5 waves, that means that we are probably bottomed right here, unless it ends up being an ABC move. And this also brings the possibility of this being wave 1 from 270 for us to go all the way up to 450 and make a ending diagonal. So break the high here, maybe, and then that would be the top. So a lot of possibilities, not really any reason to focus on that much, but just wanted to say that. Look for more chop and down over the next couple of days. Probably not going to be that many trading opportunities, but if we do get a B wave up here, I'll be buying puts pretty big because we're probably going to get a C wave down here to 237. So that's my thoughts on Tesla right now. Just the only stock I trade right now. I don't see any reason to trade anything else. The movements are great. The volatility is amazing. The options are amazing. So much easier to trade than like Microsoft, Apple. Those kind of sit still and they don't move as fast. Tesla has big dramatic moves. It's really nice. So that's Tesla. Look for chopping down the rest of the week. SPY, I think it's probably in a fourth wave. It's probably the same thing. It's probably going to be something like this. So I don't think it's done either, but we're almost there. So we're probably going to be, I would say, either later this week or maybe early next week. We top out, and then that's wave one, and we'll finally get a pullback. But I think that this is probably going to go way higher. I'm kind of against, just based on looking at the charts, I'm kind of against the fall to new lows now. I think this is just wave one at this point. Wave one, wave two, and I think we're just going to go to new highs. So probably all-time highs coming up. QQQ, same thing probably. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then correct down here. And then probably going to go to some crazy highs. Probably going to go to, I don't know, let's say we go to 390. Potentially looking at maybe like 450 or so. And I don't know why that parallel line's up there, where that came from, but maybe that was a target I had before. So I think we're probably in wave one of 5 waves to new highs. And another reason why I think that is the 10-year yield. So we got this move from, let's go to the weekly. So this move happened right here. This looks like 5 waves to me. And then we got this, which went exactly to the 1.61 fib. Makes me think that this is an expanded flat. And then if you zoom in here, you get 5 waves here from the top. 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, and 5. So I have this highlighted right here. I'm expecting the 10-year yield to probably go all the way down to it's going to be something like this. If we look at this as an expanded flat, it's got to go to at least the 0.78 fib. So we're looking at a minimum of 3.64% to a maximum of 2.16. So anywhere between 3.64 and 2.16. We have some gaps down here as well. So the yields will probably come up here a little bit over the next week or two. But again, that's going to be a short-term reversal, and then we're going to get a big sell-off in yields. And that's when growth stocks are going to pop. Growth stocks will pop like crazy after the next pullback. So that's my thoughts on yields, and that's very important. And then the dollar. So the dollar did make it all the way down here too. So the dollar is making the same thing. So if the dollar goes lower here, then we're going to see one more move down in the equities, or up, I mean. And then we should see overall like this. So a short 4th wave right here, and then a 5th wave down. And then that should be probably only wave 1. I don't know. We'll see on the dollar, but that's what it looks like to me. I'll leave it at that for now. Look for chopping down on Tesla. SPY and QQQ, probably the same thing over the next day or two. And then look for more upside early next week. And then that should be the top before we actually have a second wave pullback. So I'll leave it at that. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Do you think that this is a wave 1, or do you think this is the finishing touches of a C wave, overall B wave? All right, that's it. Have a good one.